Good morning again, another daily vlog. Well, I say morning, but it's actually almost noon. I slept in until about 10 o'clock and just kind of laid around. I did a spontaneous thing this morning. And, well, I mean, I guess it wasn't really spontaneous because I had planned on doing it anyways. But it was spontaneous in the sense that I did it this morning instead of waiting. So, I used to have a gym membership, and I used to go all the time. I was in the gym 6 days a week. And this was fairly recent, and I stopped going because I stopped paying. Because it just got to the point where my monthly bills were just stacking up. So I got rid of the gym membership, haven't gone in a while. I renewed it this morning. It was $1 to renew. It's at Planet Fitness, and the reason I did Planet Fitness is because they're available all across the country. They have showers and the gym and all that stuff, so that's going to come in handy later on down the road anyways when I'm out in the van. So I'll have a place to go get showers and whatnot. Now, in respect to the van build, I would like to have a shower in it, like in the build somehow, with the toilet. You know, maybe a wet bathroom. That would be nice. I don't know. I'll just have to see which van, what van I end up with, and how I could build it out, because I don't want to lose like too much room, right? Anyways, so yeah, I did that this morning. It was $1. Figured why not? Now it's like $30 a month, and I got the black card membership because it gets me literally everything they have to offer. I don't know if I need. I don't know. I'll have to look into a couple of things. But anyways, I am on my way somewhere right now. Not to go door dashing. Not yet. That's later today. I'll go door dashing later this evening. But I talked about it briefly yesterday in yesterday's video that I forgot my national park card, and mine is in fact expired. So I borrowed my dad's. Now they have let me in pretty much every time with it. It is a senior pass. They have let me in with it every time I have gone, but it's been a while, so we'll see. If they let me in, then we're going to go down to the beach. If not, then I might drive down to Cocoa and go to the beach there, because it's free. As long as you can find free parking, which I know a couple of spots. So yeah, I'm heading over to the beach, and well, there are some strange people that are just walking around this town. Oh, my goodness. Yesterday, today, like people just walking around doing some strange things, like randomly just pointing out at something, flipping people off as they drive by, but like just slinging their arms and stuff around. Anyways, so yeah, I mentioned it yesterday about going to the beach, so that's where we're heading. All right, pulling up to the gate here. See if they'll let me in. So, $25 per vehicle, $45 for the annual pass. That ain't bad. I thought it was more. It used to be more than that. Oh, ID required with pass. That's not good. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Hello. Appreciate it. Okay, well, they didn't ask for my ID, and scanned me right in. All right. All right. Well, off to the beach we go, I guess. Well, made it out to the beach. Found the least busy pier to go to. These waves are actually pretty heavy right here today. See how cold that water is. Oh yeah, that's got some coolness to it right there. That's pretty cold. That's too cold for me to be taking a dip, that's for sure. Walking in it, it's not too bad. It actually feels pretty good on the feet. I'll walk up here a little bit. Closer to where it doesn't go up as far. Hello, little birdie. Look at him go. Look at him go. This little guy. It's pretty nice out. I would have liked to come out here during the hurricane that I was recording in that storm chasing video in 2022, Hurricane Nicole. But they closed it down and we couldn't get out here. So, pretty nice day out. Sometimes you'll see like little crabs and stuff walking up and down the beach. Got a lot of birds out here. Pretty good spot to come and look for some shells. Way out there, I think it's a cruise ship. I don't know, I can't tell. Might not be a cruise ship. It might just be a trawler of some sort. Could be one of the booze crews or something. a nice day to come out for a little walk on the beach. Oh, it's real windy down there. You can see the sand kicking up way down there. What is that on the ground over here? I guess, you know, if you get in the water for a little while, you get used to how cold it is. It's probably in its 60s. It's pretty chilly. Somebody's trash. What a shame. What a shame. I would pick it up, but I don't have a trash bag or gloves or anything. So, looks like we might get some rain or something here. So let's talk about a couple of things. This is day 3 of doing this daily vlog, and I'll be honest with you, like I was hesitant on even starting the first one, and I don't know, after I got that first one out of the way, I just feel like it comes easier. Terrible camera work. Gotta get used to the camera and all that stuff. But yeah, it feels like it's just been getting easier. See, this is Pier 8 right here. There's nobody out here, and that parking lot was kind of full. Actually, no, that's right. Pier 8 is closed for construction. They're repaving a lot of the parking lots for the piers out here. I think 8 was closed, and I think like 9 is closed. But anyways, I feel like it's kind of just easier now to start up the camera and just gotta start talking. I don't have a script or anything. I don't really have much planned. When I start these things. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully you guys like the winging it approach to the vlogs. Now, obviously, I did plan to come out to the beach this morning when I got up. What I didn't plan was getting a gym membership. Will I go to the gym today? Probably not. It's not going to be, I'm not setting a hardcore gym schedule. It's just going to be there for when I want to go. And it's going to be there for later on down the road when I am on the road and I need a place to shower. But yeah, I mean, it was $1, so I might as well. As long as I can keep up with it, you know, I'll just add that into the bills, the small amount of bills that I have. And we're still going to be profiting pretty good doing DoorDash and putting all that money back towards buying a van. Now later on, videos may start to become a little more structured and planned. Just, you know, as far as destinations and where I'm heading, where I'm going, what I'm trying to get to do and experience. But for now, you know, just kind of winging it. Just kind of winging it. This is the early rebuilding stages of my life. And, you know, my goal with this was to, obviously, like I said in the first video, was to keep myself accountable, but also share my experiences with anybody out there that may also feel stuck in life and feels like they may need a reset. So if that's you, feel free to follow along. Share your story, share your experience down in the comments. It's pretty nice out. Pretty nice out. That's a sailboat out there. I don't know if I got it on camera. Oh, there it is. would be nice to have a boat. I was thinking like maybe a Hatteras or something, like an old Hatteras that I could remodel. That'd be kind of fun. Although I don't know how I'd make that work with van life, living in a van and traveling all the time. Of course, you can store it in a port or dry dock it or whatever. But that gets quite pricey. That gets very pricey. So I don't know. Maybe, who knows? In the future, maybe I might buy a boat and remodel it, and sail around the country or something for a little while. Hit the coastal towns and beach towns and stuff on a yacht. Not a big fancy billion dollar yacht, but an old ratty Hatteras or something that needs remodeled. I don't know. Just kind of thinking thoughts. That water is actually starting to feel pretty good on the feet and the legs. It's splashing up a little bit. I don't want to get super wet. I do have a towel in the car, so I guess I could get wet if I wanted to, but I should have brought a chair or something to hang out. Rambling on again, as I'm sure you've noticed I do in these videos. So, alright, well, might hang out here for a little bit, catch the breeze, a little more water, a little more sun, and we'll figure out what's next for the day. Alright, so the plan right now is I'm back in town, and I'm gonna go get some lunch. I'm gonna go get some lunch, probably get some wings and fries and maybe some pizza. There's a bowling alley here in town that's pretty decent, pretty decent on prices too. So, a lot of places are charging way too much for wings and pizza these days. But this bowling alley seems to be pretty reasonable. Tried them for the first time a couple of nights ago with their wings and fries, and they were pretty good. So I think that might be what I'm gonna do. Either that, or I'm gonna go to Publix and get a pub sub. Both sound really good right now. Pub sub would probably be better. I've been getting heartburn quite a bit here lately. Man, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a pub sub for dinner. Maybe. So I ended up going with some pizza and wings from the bowling alley. Last time I got the medium wings. They weren't all that hot, so I went with hot this time. And then I just got a 12-inch pepperoni. I have to go down and make a U-turn. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab about 20 bucks in gas. Probably wouldn't even take that much. I don't know. I've done a lot of extra driving too, so not all of that was used by DoorDash. So maybe 20. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe 20. Just to have that cushion there. I'm still good. I still got like 100 and some odd, 160 miles left on this tank. So I mean, I'm good for another day of DoorDashing. Then I'd have to fill up again. I don't know, I might do that. I might just leave it, run with what I got. Fill up tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan. Alright, I got 5 wings and some fries, and then I got a 12-inch pepperoni pizza. That's gonna be lunch. Well, I guess it's almost 2 o'clock now, so lunch, dinner? I don't know. But that'll be lunch, and then that'll give me a little something to eat later on after I finish DoorDashing. Around 8 o'clock again. It's gonna be. I went ahead and set aside a time slot from 4 to 6. I scheduled in the DoorDash app, so I am guaranteed that time slot. And then hopefully by 6 o'clock it gets busy enough to where I can just continue and not have to worry about scheduling another time frame. If not, then hey, whatever. That'll be 2 hours of DoorDashing tonight. We'll see if we can get about $40. And I think tomorrow I'll do pub sub. I usually eat half of it for lunch, half of it for dinner. Well, we looked out just a little bit today. We were able to start a little bit before 4 o'clock. So as I was saying earlier, I scheduled on the DoorDash app to go between 4 and 6. That was the available slot that I could grab. So I went ahead and grabbed that. I checked it, and the map was showing the area was busy and that I could go ahead and start. So it was like 3:40 when I started. As soon as I hit start, I got an instant order from a sushi place, 5.5 miles, paying 10 and some change. So pretty good start to the evening. Started a little bit early, 15-20 minutes early. And yeah, that was kind of, I was thinking, because I stopped 15-20 minutes early yesterday. So I figured try to start a little earlier today, make up for it a little bit, because when it gets dark out, it is just so hard to see these addresses, and it's a real pain. And yeah, I'm gonna try to push to 8 though, if it's busy enough. Last night I ended up checking the map again after I had stopped DoorDashing, and it was saying that this area was very busy up until about 10:30 last night. I could have kept going and probably made some pretty good money. But I don't know. I just don't want to work that late, I don't want to run that late. And I mean, I could always run the breakfast and lunch rush and all that stuff. And I may do that one day where I start at lunchtime and run all the way through until 8 o'clock. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's a little easier in places like Orlando to do that. So, not a bad start to the evening. And we'll go from there. First delivery has been completed. Just got another one. I just had to flip around to go back over. We're at the McDonald's on the north end of town. It is a 6 and some change for 5 and something miles. So, not the greatest, but, we just had a really good first one for the day. So, take what we can. Get over here to this pickup, make this delivery. Alright, finally getting a chance to turn the camera on. Bit of a frustrating situation there. I finished the McDonald's delivery, and then I got sent a really crappy one. And I turned that one down, of course. And then got another one to the same sushi place that I started off with earlier. And the parking is just non-existent. It was completely open when I came here earlier. And I get it. It's, coming up to 5 o'clock, dinner rush and all that stuff. But man, why is this town so busy right now? It has been super busy last week and this week. Last week it was pretty busy out. But this week, especially, very busy. I know it's coming up to spring and all that. I guess, I don't know, maybe people are still on vacation or something. Who knows? Who knows? But I know it didn't used to be as wildly busy as it is, now. I don't know. Nothing we can do about it, right? So we just keep moving forward. But I drove around in circles for 5 minutes trying to get a parking spot to go into this place, because the way they designed that complex back there, that shopping restaurant area, absolutely terrible. whoever designed that needs to be fired. That is for sure. Because if you pull into the one-way and there's parking on the left and right side of it, if there's no parking, and you can't tell from like before you enter that one-way if there's open parking ahead, just the way that it sits, like you just can't see. So you have to go in there and look and see if there's any open spots. But if there's not, now you have to go loop all the way around the buildings to come back through to the other parking lot. Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's a mess. I don't know who designed that, but they would be fuegoed in my book. Alright, on to this delivery. It's like $7, I think, for 4 or 5 miles. Not the greatest. It came in as a 2 separate orders. It's the same person, but 2 separate orders. That for some reason the drink and the food came in as separate orders. So that was interesting. But it's going to the same. It's all going to the same person. So, all right, let's get this delivered and get on to the next one. Got that delivery done finally, and made it back into a hotspot area. And I turned down a delivery picking up from Advanced Auto Parts. I don't know why it keeps sending me orders that require a red card when I specifically have in my settings not to send me those because I don't have a red card. So I'm going to have to figure that out because that affects my acceptance rating. Let's see. I do not want alcohol deliveries. No cash on delivery. I have a pizza bag. No military base. Yeah, shop and deliver, activate red card. I don't have a red card, so I don't know why it keeps sending me those offers. But anyways, yep, I'm just kind of sitting here, finally catching a break for a second. It was nonstop there right at the beginning, which was good. But I'm gonna sit here and chill, wait for another delivery, and go from there. Right now we're at 22:25 for an hour and 15 minutes. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, just got 2 back-to-back really good ones here. I just completed one I picked up at a cafe. That one was paying just under $8 for 1.8 miles. Very good one. This one I delivered that one. This one I just picked up is Arby's, and it's $9.50 for like 4.4 miles or 4.5 miles, something like that. So another really decent one. Fixing to pull in and pick this one up now. I'll go make this delivery and get back to you. Alright, another $9.50 in the bag. Just completed that one. And then I got a delivery from an order from Wawa. I turned it down again because I do not have a red card. I don't know. I'm going to have to get with customer service or something and have to tell them, like, hey, listen, y'all need to quit sending me this because it's killing my acceptance rate. If I don't have a red card, I'm not taking them. And it's selected that way in my preferences. So, I don't know. I'll have to get with them to see what's going on with that. And so I declined that one, right? And like, it wasn't a bad paying offer either. So I declined that one. And then they're like, oh, you don't want one order from Wawa? How about 2 orders from Wawa? No. I don't want Wawa at all. I'm just going to have to get a red card, I guess. I don't know. I've heard nightmares about red cards, though. Like the red card, I've heard some dashers say, like, they'll go in to use the red card and it won't go, like, it won't scan, it won't go through. So they end up paying for it out of their pocket and having to get with DoorDash to reimburse. It's like, no, I ain't doing that. I'm not about to go that. No money is coming out of my pocket except for fuel. So, yeah, sorry. I'm going to cancel the order. Somebody else can take it, you know. But I'm going to have to get a red card, it seems like. I got a pizza bag. red card. I need to get a hot bag, and then I also need to get a cooler or something, so I could, because I've been turning down ice cream orders. I had one come in earlier that was really good. It was an ice cream order with Little Caesars. Speaking of Little Caesars, just got a Little Caesars order that just came in. Which way am I going? I am gonna go this way before this van gets here. Yep, gonna go this way. I'm gonna go ahead and accept that Little Caesars. It was $6.75 for 4 miles. So I'll grab that one. But it was a Little Caesars order with a with an ice cream order at another place, and it wanted me to pick up the ice cream first, and I'm like, no. Why would I pick up the ice cream first? It's just gonna melt while I'm waiting for the pizza. So, and then when I get it, it's gonna melt by the time I get there anyways. So I'm gonna have to get a cooler or something. Want some ice packs, reusable ice packs, because I'm not about to buy ice every single day either. So we are on our way to Little Caesars, hot and ready. Little Caesars. Pick up this pizza and do this delivery. Alright, pizza's been delivered. That one, I don't know what the deal was with that one. I don't know. She opened the door. I had to knock like 3 times. And then there was like a screen door and then the main door. And she had to she opened the main door and was like, I'm not opening the door, I have the flu. And it's like, okay, well, if that's the case, sure. I appreciate you doing that, but you're not going to get any more sick than you already are. It says to hand to the customer. You want me to just set it down here in the dirt? I don't know. I don't get people. Oh, we got a Fuego truck. Wee woo. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Get back out on the road. There you go. I need to get a front-facing camera. Actually, there is a way that I could do that on this phone. It has like what's called, I guess, director's mode. And it'll show what's in front of me and it'll show me. So it operates both cameras at the same time. I think I just got another delivery coming in here. Oh, $13.25 for 7.8 miles at a barbecue place. Yes, please. I'll take that. I will take that. All right, we are 2 hours and 45 minutes in, 2.5 hours in. Something like that. So I think this order right here might put us at the $20 an hour mark. We'll see. Another delivery down, and we are right at the 3-hour mark, and we're sitting right at $60. We are sitting at a $20 an hour night so far. So that is good. So we still have 1 hour left. Hopefully we can do another 20, and that way we can actually pull a full $20 an hour night. I am on my way back into town. I just made this delivery. It's a little out of the way, but it is what it is. Well, I've been sitting here for about 15 minutes or so waiting for another order to come in, and I haven't gotten one. I mean, we hit $60 for the night in 3 hours, and I call that a win. $20 an hour for the night. I think I might just go ahead and call this quits for the night and go grab me something to eat. Actually, I got the rest of my pizza that I'm going to eat at the house. Oh, wait a minute. Well, it just ended my dash anyways, so it says it's busy. I don't know. I don't think it's working correctly, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits for the night anyways. So anyways, that's probably gonna wrap up tonight's video, or today's video. As always, appreciate you hanging out and tagging along if you enjoyed. And I'll see you tomorrow for another vlog.